a decade, Shakespeare in Detroit has broken barriers by bringing classical theater directly to the community. Well, now they're launching a brand new digital and public campaign called I Am a Genius to celebrate contemporary voices. So joining us now, the company's founder, Sam White. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I Am a Genius. First, explain to us what that's all about.
Well, the I Am a Genius campaign features members of the community who are really making an impact in the city of Detroit and whose genius often doesn't get the shine it deserves.
So you are unveiling a new genius?
We are. Last year we had 11 geniuses.
Okay.
We featured 11 women who are making some incredible strides in the city of Detroit. And this year we have 13 incredible gentlemen, including Lee Thomas.
Including Lee Thomas. We debuted these pictures last week. I know why Lee Thomas is a genius. He is an incomparable talent. I love sitting next to him in this seat every day. Why did you guys select him as your genius?
Because Lee is an icon.
Yeah.
Lee is an incredible icon.
He really is.
He leads by example. He shows up when he says he's going to.
He does.
He really cares about the community, not just on TV, but behind the scenes as well. And so we wanted to sing his praises because he won't do it on his own.
Speaking of that, how did he receive this? I feel like he probably said no 50 times. Lee, I don't think realizes what an incredible footprint he has left for us all to follow.
He was like most of the geniuses, all 13. They were a little bit hesitant to take on that title.
Yeah.
But we told them, you have to wear this crown, because they all have crowns on in their stunning photos, because we have to really invest in not just infrastructure and new buildings in Detroit, but really invest in thanking the people who've done so much for us by giving them the crowns that they deserve. So he put on the crown and he looks incredible in the portrait.
Who are some of the other geniuses that you've identified?
It's so exciting. Today we debuted David Merritt, who is an incredible entrepreneur, serial philanthropist, and a really popular pastor. And we also have Marvin Beatty, who's an icon in the city of Detroit from Greektown Casino. We have the CEO of Forgotten Harvest, Adrian Lewis, and then we also have Jalen Rose and a number of others. Every Tuesday there's an incredible genius featured on our social channels and on our website.
And you talked a little bit about Lee, but what was the criteria? I mean, there are so many people who are doing such big things in the city right now. How do you narrow it down to 13? What were you looking for?
Hard to do, Marielle. Hard to do.
I do not want your job.
Hard to do. But we wanted folks who have been around for a while, have really established themselves as pillars in the community. So people like Lee, like Marvin Beatty, like Jalen Rose, they're not new to Detroit. They've been there. We just wanted the opportunity to really take a crown and say, thank you for being with us in the past, the present, and for leading us into the future. Let's
talk a little bit about Shakespeare in Detroit and just how important you guys are to the community and what you guys have coming up this summer as well.
Thank you, Marielle. Yes, true. Well, Shakespeare in Detroit is the city's very first classical theater. There had never been professional Shakespeare in the city until Shakespeare in Detroit. There had been Shakespeare in universities, but not on a professional level until we showed up. And so far we've had about 40,000 people see our work.
Wow.
We've given $100,000 in scholarships to Detroit youth.
Jeez.
And we continue to make an impact in Detroit because we love this city. You know, we really love
the city. Is it surprising to you how well received, because it sounds, you know, to some people, Shakespeare in Detroit might sound like a very old school thing, but you guys are doing the numbers and then you're giving back.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, we want to create an opportunity, a pathway from classical theater to contemporary civic life, because resilience, overcoming trials and tribulations, those are things not just in Shakespeare's plays, but things that we deal with in everyday life. So people feel it, and they keep feeling it for 14 years.
Learn more at shakespeareindetroit.com. We'll also put a link to this on our website, fox2detroit.com. There we go. Quick break. We'll be right back.